Memorial Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First carry now. This is Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he's got the hookup with Anthony Fasano. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On first down, Kaepernick. It targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Kaepernick now to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Kaepernick under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Darren Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Kaepernick going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Being chased out left. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kaiser going to try the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Kaiser, show him what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Kaepernick now on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Hill, and a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, Kaepernick. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year. Another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? 1 a season?
1 a season is
That's
really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached. Rarely are they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on 1st down.
Here we go.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll throw here, Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. The Browns send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. The Fasano here brings it in. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Kaepernick. But he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Here we go with Hill. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Jeremy Hill stopped up short on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. First down, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. To throw is Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
The toss play to Montgomery. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play fake. Kaiser. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go.
4th down, Kaiser. He hits White, complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They send Parker in motion left. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's Kaiser. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Kaiser now from the 50. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Kaiser on 1st down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Guys are now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Defense showing blitz. Kaiser yet again. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Ohio, here we go.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. Give him 8 on the play. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Kaiser now. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio.
Kaiser. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going.
Now White lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Justin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Flex round. Flex. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 190.
And the back goes into motion. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this one up past the 25.